I will be showing you my latest adventure, which turned from a short PvP session into an actual chance for a noob to steal everything. But before that, I finally saved up enough gold to buy myself a ship. And I was also struggling to give it a name. I think I came up with a decent name in the end. Very fitting for how fat my character was. I wasn't sure which place was the best for fighting other players. Do I go to one of these world events? Maybe just attack a ship that I see first? Or do I pay a visit to that Reaper? While sailing towards the Reaper, I spotted a parked ship. So I approached it in order to find out if they were AFK. Because sinking a defenseless ship would make me feel guilty, but when I got closer, the player in that ship was aware of my presence. It seemed my challenge was accepted. I was trying to turn my ship to the side so that I can shoot. I had learned that targeting the player with my shots is more important than just hitting the ship. I knew this player wasn't a noob because he opened this battle with chain shots and actually hit one of them. In my previous solo slooping, I came up with this running away, but also trying to board the enemy strategy. And now, it was my first time trying to use it. But I think I should have brought fire bombs instead of blunder bombs. See why this strategy was good? I died, but he wasn't able to do anything to my ship. If I had killed him instead, I could have stolen from him, crashed his ship into a rock, and set it on fire with his own firebombs. Finally, I hit a snipe, but I still need a training arc. Accidentally shot my blunderbuss before I boarded, which resulted in my death. But I still had a fighting chance after I respawned. Making sure I don't sink was #1 priority. But he kept putting pressure on me, which made me panic as I tried to put my ship in a safe place away from his cannon fire while repairing my ship at the same time. And this is when I started to make big mistakes. The harpoon turn was completely unnecessary, as it gave me an extra task to later turn my wheel again. Meanwhile, I was already overwhelmed by the holes in my ship and also the fire. The fat buccaneer was a lost cause, so I jumped down in order to train my aim. GG's to that other pirate, he fought well. After spectacularly failing my first ever solo sloop PvP fight, despite all the various strategies I had come up with in the last 4 days, I wanted to prove to myself that I wasn't trash at this game. In the YouTube videos I watched, Fort of the Damned usually had massive fights happening around it. But I couldn't see anyone here yet. I figured some of the ships are probably hiding behind rocks. I got closer to the fort and saw that it was a sloop doing this event. I hoped they were gods at this game, so that I can redeem my previous loss by doing some epic gamer moves and killing them. But if I'm being honest, I felt a bit nervous too, because I came over without a clear plan in my mind. I circled around the island while trying to come up with a plan, with my new objective being to steal the chest of fortune. I am a noob who hasn't even played this game for a week, but I knew Chest of Fortune could only be obtained from this place, and everyone usually fought over it. In the end, I came up with a brilliant plan, or at least I consider it brilliant. You probably know the death spiral, where your ship does a circle around another ship. I wanted to do the same thing, only on an island, while I, myself, would jump off. Not only would it make my ship safer than simply parking it, but the guys who are doing the fort would think someone is on that ship. Of course, they might still think I have a friend who stayed on the ship and expect my arrival. But misinforming the enemy is also important. It was about this time when I started to regret making a big character.
Parce que je m'en fous de discret, je fais ça autour, je bute tout. Ça pour moi j'ai buté, mais...
I nearly gave myself a heart attack after accidentally shooting my sniper, but luckily they didn't notice. I realized they had left these explosives all around the island. So it was obvious that they are new players just like me, but still, this is a pirate's game. I did an act of generosity and placed some treasures on their ship. My post-ship circling idea seemed to be a legit strategy that I will most definitely experiment with in the future. Because my ship had flawlessly made a full circle. After blowing up their ship, there was no chance they didn't know I was here. And so, the fight had begun. My idea here was to go and kill them because they can't respawn, but if I missed, I would still gather information. The ship ran into a rock eventually, but it was fine, cause one hole on a stationary ship would require a very long time to sink it. Dropping the sails and straightening my reel before fighting him was most definitely the right move, because his teammate could have dropped explosives on my ship if I were to die in our fight. By moving my ship away, I bought some time so that wouldn't happen. First glance, it appeared like no one was here, but I was still on my guard. Since I heard one of them use a microphone, there had to be another guy, but that other guy could have also died from the boss and respawned in an outpost. It's a good thing I recently watched a guide on how to do this fort. So there was only a 5% chance of me dying from the NPCs. Yes. I can't believe I did it. Wasn't I supposed to be a noob? This time, my ship had made too big of a circle, so it was impossible for me to board it, and I had to bury the chest. Not to mention, it looked like someone was getting close to my ship. Returning to it was very important now, because as far as I knew, it was the guys who started this fort. Great, my ship was safe, but I really overshot the circle with my ship this time. Also, a Reaper was right next to me now. I got rid of the evidence that led to the chest, because I have excellent short-term memory. The Reapers were doing the Siren's Skull quest, but that didn't mean they would try to take a chest of fortune from a noob. As far as I knew, they only got that chest to provoke more PvP fights. I saw a ship leaving the island. Thankfully, the chest of fortune was still here. was for me to go and get the other chests. Not to mention, I saw a ship leaving the island earlier, which could mean a trap was set up in the chest room. I was taking no chances and played this so safely, you could call me paranoid. Because I even thought they might have set up a trap at the outpost, so I faked that I drove past it. The mission was successful. When I approached the fortress, I never thought I could actually get this chest. Observe my excitement as I wiggle the mouse. Don't forget that I'm still a noob, who didn't even know what the chest of fortune is a few days ago. I will need to conduct some experiments with the ghost spiral strategy. Yep, that's the name I'm giving it. And if I figure out some tricks with it, I will do a guide, so you should subscribe if you want to see it. And with this unexpected victory, I had taken yet another step towards becoming a true pirate legend. But more importantly, I recorded all of this craziness. Mom, I will finally become famous.